The purpose of today's journey is to create a toxic worry box, a place to store your toxic worry. Some people call it a God box, an angel box, but the meaning is the same. So today we will create this mentally through our use of imagery and visualization. But this is also a wonderful thing you can create in your own reality, using any box or drawer, even a briefcase or suitcase to store your toxic worry. And maybe I'll just give you a little bit of information on the difference between healthy worry and toxic worry, so we have a better understanding of what we might be putting in this box today. Healthy worry is the kind of worry that keeps you safe and motivates you to do things that are in your best interest or the best interest of those that you care about. Healthy worry means there's something that you can do, that you do have control over to protect yourself or to move closer to your goals. An example of healthy worry would be if you had a test, an exam the next morning, and you were worried about waking up in time to get to the exam. So you might worry that you wouldn't wake up on time, and that might motivate you to set an alarm, or maybe 2 or 3 alarms, just to make sure that you did wake up on time and get to the exam. And that protects you from missing out on something important that moves you towards your goals. And there is something you can do about it. Another example of healthy worry would be if you were meeting friends for a night out or a movie, maybe a bite to eat. And later in the evening on your return to your car, you decided that you might walk through a dark alley because it was a little bit shorter distance than going around the long way. But then you might worry before you enter that dark alley that perhaps there was someone that might jump out of the darkness and try to grab your purse or wallet, or that you might not be able to see well and trip over something in the way. That's healthy worry that protects you from harm and would encourage you or motivate you to walk the long way around where it was more well lit, or to call a person as you were doing that to make sure someone knew where you were. And there is something you can do about it to protect yourself. Toxic worry is when you're worrying about things that you have no control over, like the weather, traffic, other people's reactions, the economy. Or when you're worrying obsessively about things that might never even happen, things in the future, catastrophizing. Or when you are working towards a goal and you are taking steps, but you continue to second guess yourself or worry about it not being enough, or worry about getting more done faster, quicker. This begins to fall into the obsessive worry category, which becomes toxic. In general, toxic worry eats away at your peace of mind, elevates your stress level, and actually self-sabotages you or gets in the way of doing what you need to do, thinking clearly, enjoying life. I like to think of worry as the rust of life that eats away at your happiness, like rust might eat away at an old car abandoned in a meadow. So now that you have a little bit of an idea about the difference between toxic worry and healthy worry, let's begin to relax a little bit and go into our session a little more deeply. So if you haven't already, take a moment to blink your eyes closed, just letting the eyelashes meet, taking a step back behind the eyelids. Take a really nice slow breath deep. Breathing deeply in, feeling the chest rising, the lungs expanding. And then a nice, complete, full exhale to match. And 2 more just like that. Encouraging the mind and body to come to a quieter, calmer place with these deeper, slower, more mindful inhales and exhales. Good. And 1 more just like that. As I'm counting from 5 down to 0, see if you can begin to let the arms and legs, the muscles of the body, become even limper, looser, more relaxed. So that by the time we get to the number 0, you're perhaps 5 times as relaxed as you are here at 5. Shoulders melting away from the ears down towards the elbows. Elbows having permission to let go of forearms, wrists, wrists, hands, fingers. A little bit more on 4, melting into 3. Hips softening, feet melting, closer to the floor. Imagine the knees melting into the knee pits and the back of the kneecaps, the soles and the arches softening. Good. 2, 1, and on the number 0, hearing my friendly little snap, remembering with your permission, that number 0 can be a comfortable place to relax deeply. Narrowing in your attention to the sound of my voice and the imagery of our session, and really letting the body relax. Even though you may not feel it, the brainwaves are slowing down to an even more efficient rate. The subconscious mind is opening up, the breath is deepening. The body temperature perhaps cooling a little bit and then maybe warming back up. Now with the part of your mind that can do this, I want you to just imagine you're in a place where it could be so that you could feel comfortable, relaxed, perfectly dressed, comfortable lighting, comfortable furnishings. You could be indoors or outdoors, it doesn't matter. And in a place where you could begin to have a look at a beautiful box. A box where you could begin to store your toxic worry. That worry that's not helpful. That worry that keeps you stuck or anxious. That worry that might eat away at your life. So imagine you're seeing this box perhaps for the first time. Maybe it's up in a closet or on a pedestal in the middle of a room. Maybe you're creating it with your hands somewhere. Or maybe it just appears coming down from the sky or just appearing on a table nearby. Take a moment to really look at it. Walk closer in your mind to it. Close enough to maybe reach out and touch it. Is it iron, like a safe, titanium? Is it made out of cedar or another type of wood? How big is it? Is it the size of a loaf of bread or bigger? What does the outside look like and feel like? Anything is possible. Whatever you imagine or whatever your mind brings you is perfect for today. Open the box and see what the inside looks like. The box is empty, but maybe it's lined with cedar or satin or velvet. A cool, inviting space, large enough for all of your toxic thoughts and worries. That's right, no matter how small, what size or shape of the box is, there is plenty of space in your toxic worry box for all your worries. Whether there's a lock, a key, a code, you have it. So now that you have your box in your mind, I want you to let come to mind one of your toxic worries. It could be a small one, a medium-sized one, a larger one. It could be a person in your life or a particular event or situation. It might be something from the past that you can't change, or something you're worrying about might happen in the future that we don't know will really happen or not. It might be something you're working towards, but you're now obsessing about. It could be the what ifs. But let something float into your mind and just hold it lightly in your mind. If it's a person, let their face just be lightly floating in your mind, or if it's a location or situation, just let some representation of it float into your mind. And notice now, right next to this box is a stack of paper and some type of writing utensil. Pencil, pen, feather quill with ink, it doesn't matter, you can have fun with it. But I want you to take a slip of paper and a writing utensil there and just write the person's name or a few words to describe this thing you're worrying about, this toxic worry. Just a few words so that you know what it is. Really try to do it in your own handwriting. See the writing utensil and the hand you write with right beneath you, writing on that piece of paper the word or name that represents this event. Fold the paper inward towards you at least once. If you like, you can fold it more times in your mind, totally up to you. Open the box. Imagine feeling a little resistance as you open the box, the weight of the lid. See that empty space inside. Drop the little piece of paper in and close the lid, separating yourself from the emotional energy around that worry. Beginning to take a step back, not forgetting the facts about it, but just separating yourself from all that emotional charge it carries. Giving your mind a mental representation, a break from the intensity of it, the emotional charge, the weight of it, the energy drain. Good. And imagine maybe taking a few steps back away from the closed box. Taking a really nice, slow, deep breath in, enjoying the beginning, the middle, the end of the inhale. Connecting with the sound and the movement of the air through the body, and a nice, slow, matching exhale, enjoying the beginning, the middle, the end of the exhale as well. Nice. Now go ahead, think of another toxic worry. Something you don't have control over, something from the past, or a worry about the future, something you're working on, or something you just can't control. It might be the same one as you just thought of a moment ago, but if you can think of something different, that would be good. Once you've thought of something, take another slip of paper and write the name or a few words, a phrase to represent what it is. See the hand you write with, holding the utensil, the letters that spell the words or name coming right out of the tip in your own handwriting. And then fold the paper at least once, folding it inward towards you. Open the box. See that other one tucked inside already. Drop this second one in, close the lid, separate yourself, reinforcing again the idea of identifying the toxic worry, separating yourself from it, giving your mind a mental representation of letting go of all the energy around it so that you can be more free to enjoy life, to spend your time in useful ways, to focus on healthy worry or other things, to stop that energy drain. Take a few steps back in your mind, take a really nice, slow, deep breath in. Maybe imagining smelling something you really enjoy the scent of, a really relaxing scent like lavender or fresh baking apple pie, gardenia. I don't know exactly what you enjoy or find relaxing, but your subconscious knows. Imagine breathing it in deeply, fully, exhaling it out. Good. And let's think of one more toxic worry. You can always use the former two if you can't think of a new one, but challenge yourself perhaps for a moment to see if there's another toxic worry. Hold it lightly in your mind. Take a slip of paper and go ahead and write the name or a few words to represent that event, person, whatever it is you're worrying about. Really try to see the words formed in your own handwriting on the slip of paper. Put down the writing utensil, fold the paper at least once towards you. Fold it more if you like. Open your beautiful toxic worry box or God box, angel box, however you like to think about it. See the other two slips already inside. Drop the third one in. Close the box. Lock it up. Giving your mind, again, a mental representation of distancing yourself, letting go of the worry around this event or person, knowing it's something under or out of your control, or that you've already done something towards it. Giving it up perhaps to time, the universe, Mother Nature, your gods, your angels, your God, your angels, or just time to let more of the details unfold, or whatever needs to happen. These are things that you can't control, so worrying about them actually causes you more harm, more damage, more stress, more energy drain. So now you have a way to begin to identify that. Each and every time you do this, you're strengthening your ability to do it, changing your subconscious habit, no longer letting it be on autopilot. And you can do this each and every day of the week, or as many times as you need to. It's okay if you put the exact same things in each and every time, that's fine. At the end of the week, imagine taking the box out, even if it's just in your mind. Opening it up, seeing all those little scraps of paper you've collected during the week, and doing something to clear them out, to empty the box. Imagine doing that now in your mind. Opening the box, seeing maybe 3, 4, 10 pieces of paper, 20, doesn't matter. Taking all those pieces of paper out and doing something to get rid of them, to clean the slate, to start fresh for the next week. Maybe you're burning them safely in a sink or running them through the shredder, dousing them with water until they disintegrate, or crunching them up into teeny tiny balls and burying them in the backyard, or dumping them in the trash, burning them in the fireplace. Totally up to you. doing something to clean the slate so you can start fresh next week, even if it's all the same worries. Good, you're doing it right. As I'm counting from 3 down to 0, imagine completing that process, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you need in your mind you have. If you need a torch, a candle, a shredder, you have it. If you want to be right next to the ocean and throw them into the ocean, wash them away, you can. So here we go. On 3, keep it going 2, making sure you get rid of every last one. Have fun with it. 1, and on 0, gone. Eliminated. Take a moment to let your mind come to a more neutral place. We're going to close the door to the subconscious mind right here, sealing in this new tool, the toxic worry box. Knowing it's here in your mind whenever you need it, whenever you listen to this recording, or even if you do it without. Or perhaps even if you create your own actual God box, angel box, toxic worry box. We're going to begin to come back to the more awake state on the number 2 and each number upward towards 5. Just slowly let yourself come back. Getting a sense for the room around you on the number 3. Big, beautiful breath in, wonderful sense of well-being on the number 4, lifting yourself up to that more awake state. If you haven't already, wiggling the fingers, licking the lips, or swallowing something small to gently bring yourself back awake and the muscles back online. Blinking the eyes open now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes opening, wide awake, ready for whatever's next for you.